There is one sentence Hailey Bieber has repeated for years in interviews. "I don't care what people say about me on the internet." Now place that sentence next to what just exploded behind the scenes. Lawyers. A legal warning. A demand to delete a video. On one side, a content creator saying, "This is my opinion." On the other, one of the most famous women on the planet, allegedly trying to shut that opinion down. And stay until the final minute, because there's one overlooked detail buried in the reports that explains why this reaction wasn't just emotional, but strategic. Once you hear it, the entire situation looks very different. Welcome back to Celeb Juices. Before we dive in, hit that like button. You already know the rumors. People say clicking it boosts the algorithm and your karma. Allegedly. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get into this, because this story is messy. This all starts with a TikTok video. A creator named Juliet posts a breakdown of Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber's relationship. No accusations. No claims of crimes. No statements presented as facts. It's an analysis of behavior. A pattern read. Something the internet does every single day with celebrity couples. The video gains traction. Views climb. Comments pour in. Some people agree. Others disagree. Completely normal internet behavior. Then something changes everything. According to screenshots and screen recordings shared online, Hailey Bieber herself interacts with the video. And not just a quick accidental tap. The video is reposted. That repost becomes gasoline on the fire. Because shortly after, Hailey posts on her own stories denying that she ever reposted the video. She says it didn't happen. She suggests people are making it up. But the internet already had receipts. Screenshots. Recordings. Timestamps. And once a denial conflicts with visible proof, the conversation shifts. This stops being about the original video and becomes about credibility. Quick pause here. Do you think the repost was intentional, or do you think it was an accident that spiraled out of control? Because your answer changes how you read everything that follows. Not long after the repost controversy, Juliet receives an email. Not from a fan. Not from a troll. From a law firm representing Hailey Bieber. A cease and desist letter. For anyone unfamiliar, this isn't a lawsuit yet. It's a legal warning. A message that says, remove the content, or we escalate. The letter allegedly demands that Juliet take down the video and stop posting content suggesting Hailey and Justin's relationship is toxic or unhealthy. And here's where the irony hits hard. The person who publicly claims she doesn't care about internet commentary is now allegedly using legal pressure to stop internet commentary. Juliet responds publicly. She shares screenshots of the email. She explains the situation calmly and clearly. And she makes one thing very clear. She's not deleting the video. Her reasoning is simple. She shared an opinion. She did not accuse Hailey of a crime. She did not claim insider knowledge. She analyzed public behavior. She also confirms what many people already suspected. Hailey saw the video. Hailey interacted with the video. Hailey reposted the video. According to Julie, denying that interaction afterward feels like an attempt to rewrite the narrative once it got out of control. Here's your first real opinion trigger. Is this about protecting mental health and reputation, or is it about silencing criticism? Where do you personally draw that line? As the screenshots spread, the story jumps from TikTok straight into mainstream tabloids. TMZ publishes an article confirming the existence of the legal letter. They reportedly obtain a copy. They confirm the law firm involved, one known specifically for reputation management and crisis control for celebrities. That detail matters. Because this wasn't a random emotional reaction. This was a calculated move using a team built for moments like this. And it lines up with something that's been whispered about for a while. That Hailey had quietly assembled a specialized team to manage online narratives about her marriage and public image. This situation appears to be that team in action. Shortly after, a blind item surfaces. According to the blind, Hailey was furious about the video's reach. Not just annoyed. Furious. She didn't want people watching it. She didn't want engagement. She didn't want discussion. And suddenly, her actions make more sense. Legal pressure. Public denial. Damage control. Then comes the distraction phase. Hailey is photographed at an event holding her phone, visibly on a video call with Justin Bieber. Kendall Jenner is there too. Everything looks casual. Normal. Almost staged in its normalcy. To some fans, it reads as reassurance. To others, it feels performative. Because when someone insists they don't care, but repeatedly tries to show everything is fine, it raises questions. Here's your second opinion trigger. Was this a genuine moment caught in public, or a calculated image move meant to quiet speculation? Meanwhile, public support grows for Julie. Many point out that the video only went viral because Hailey interacted with it. Others argue that opinion is not defamation. And a lot of people begin questioning the contradiction between Hailey's words and her actions. Juliet then reveals another layer. She says she's been receiving aggressive messages, threats, harassment. She claims organized fan accounts are trying to intimidate her into deleting the video. Now this stops being just a celebrity story and becomes a power dynamic story. A famous figure, a smaller creator, legal pressure, fan intimidation. And it forces an uncomfortable conversation about who really gets to speak online. Let's be very clear. If the creator had accused Hailey of abuse or crimes, that would be a completely different situation. But she didn't. She shared an interpretation, a behavioral analysis, an opinion. So why such an intense reaction? This is where we get to the detail most people skipped over. The part teased at the beginning. According to insiders and subtle language in the blind item, the biggest issue wasn't the video itself. It was the response to it. People agreed. That's the part that changed everything. When a rumor doesn't land, it fades. When a theory doesn't resonate, it dies quietly. But when thousands of people watch a video and say, "This actually makes sense," it becomes a threat to the narrative. That's when control matters. That's when silence isn't enough. And that's why this situation escalated so fast. So what happens next? Does this turn into an actual lawsuit? Does the creator stand her ground and keep posting? Do other influencers back off, or do they speak louder? And where is Justin Bieber in all of this? Is his silence protective, strategic, or telling? In the next video on Celeb Juices, we're breaking down how celebrity silence can be louder than any statement and why it often fuels speculation instead of stopping it. You're going to want to watch that one. If you made it all the way to the end, comment "sweet juice" so I know you stayed for the full pour. I appreciate you for real. Like this video, share it with someone who's deep in celebrity drama, subscribe to Celeb Juices, and turn on notifications so you never miss when the next story drops. We keep it analytical, we keep it respectful, and we always keep it juicy.